Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com oblique Dr. Vet channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head Veterinary Medicine. In this presentation, we will discuss strangles and in part 5, the last part, we will discuss important part of the bacterial disease, treatment, prevention and control. This is a very important part of the presentation. We discuss here the treatment of strangles. The antibiotics during the early stage of infection is very important because that will stop abscess formation. Once the abscess formation occurs, the condition becomes worse. The penicillin is a drug of choice because the bacteria is gram positive. Other effective drugs are crystalline penicillin intramuscular, procaine penicillin G long acting, tetracycline at a bit higher doses, and sulfonamide trimethoprim combination can be given as a treatment. But penicillin is the drug of choice. And when the clinician wants to treat during the early stage of the infection, that can help to cure the condition. We discuss the treatment. For complete cure of the case, complete antibiotic course is to be carried out, and that will help to prevent development of the secondary bacterial infection, to reduce the chances of recurrent infection, because even after treatment recurrent cases may occur, to reduce metastatic infection or to prevent metastatic infection, because generally strangles at the later stage, chronic stage, may become bastard and may produce metastatic infection in the other lymph nodes. And to avoid complications, complete antibiotic regime is a must. Continue the treatment. You know that here there is accumulation of pus into the guttural pouch empyema. So guttural pouch empyema that contain pus must be flushed out with sterile isotonic electrolyte solution that can reduce further spread of the infection and ease of respiration and dysphagia. Clean the pus material that is accumulated in the eye, nose and draining lymph node. Standard surgical procedure and dressing with antiseptic solution regularly. Regularly every day till complete cure. Continuing with the treatment, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs that is called as NSAID is recommended along with hot poultices or hot compresses. This drug and hot poultices will relieve the pain because they are painkiller. They reduce the swelling also, and NSAID also help to decrease the fever. So NSAID is also great help in the treatment. Along with the treatment of the lymph node abscess is also equally important. The lymph node that have abscession that require maturation and ripening. If they are immature and unripened, there is difficulty in healing. So for the maturation and ripening, use the warm compresses at the site of lymphadenopathy. Let the lymph node mature and ripen so they can heal very nicely. When the abscess become mature, provide a surgical drainage to the pus and flushing the cavity of abscess with antiseptic solution until healing. So if regular treatment is given until healing, there are more chances of recovery. Continue with the treatment. Supportive treatment also help for early recovery. Good nursing and care, more comfort by feeding, watering, well bedding, well ventilation. That also help. Provide easily digestible nutritious food for early recovery. Provide supportive environment, fly proof environment, because you know that flies spread the infection. Provide a warm, dry, and dust free environment for comforts. So, such supportive treatment helps the animal. It requires sympathy also. Here we talk about prevention and control. Some of the important steps are only discussed here. Vaccination is a very important step for the prevention. Vaccination of mare, 4 to 6 weeks of gestation and foaling period, and according to the instruction by the manufacturer of the vaccine. Isolation of the infected horses immediately to prevent the spread of disease. Horse showing the fever. Fever is the first sign. Should be immediately isolated and start treatment with a drug of choice, penicillin. So this will help to stop the disease at the earliest stage, to kill the organism, thorough disinfection of the infected premises with suitable disinfectants. Continue with the prevention and control. Control of flies during outbreak, control the disease to the great extent, because flies will act as a mechanical carrier for the spread of the disease. If any new horse arrive into the stable or a farm, breeding farm, quarantine rules must be followed, and if the horse is found negative, then it is allowed to enter into the breeding farm. Passive immunization of in contact animals with immune serum. The immune serum contains antibodies against strangles. Pre-tried strangle vaccine, that is the acute immunization to susceptible animals. That is the vaccination time. The dose and regime should be followed as per the instruction of the manufacturer. Continue with the prevention and control. Colostrum feeding to the horse. This is very essential to provide passive immunity to food. And this colostrum feeding will protect the foal for 4 months, provides immunity for 4 months. It is observed that majority of the recovered horses develop a solid immunity for 5 years. but there are carriers also. Important part is stop the movement of animals until outbreak is controlled. Movement of infected animal from one place to another place spread the infection. Identify the carriers present in an area or in a farm that clinically recovered from the disease. Because if the carriers are there, they continue to spread the infection to the other healthy animal. So identification of carrier is also important. Continue the discussion on prevention and control. Here procedure is short, narrated here how to identify carriers from the recovered cases. So to identify these carriers, three nasopharyngeal swab was taken or washing of the guttural pouch is taken. Three, at weekly interval, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, from all recovered cases. So three nasopharyngeal swab or washing of the guttural pouch is taken at weekly interval and examined by culture. If all three consecutive samples are negative, then there is no carrier. To examine the animal, non-invasive technique, endoscopic examination of upper airways and guttural pouch also help to detect the carrier to some extent, but it is not the perfect procedure. Continue with the prevention and control. Eliminate Streptococcus equi by treating guttural pouch infection, because the guttural pouch is a pouch that harbor infection after recovery of the animal. So it should be treated properly. We have already discussed the washing of the guttural pouch with the normal saline. Maintain strict hygiene in farm. That is an important step to stop the outbreak. Antiseptic dressing to the open infection, especially the abscesses of the lymph node. In very severe case when there is upper air passage obstruction, to save the life of the animal, tracheotomy is performed to make the airways complete that save the life of the animal. Friends, we have discussed here treatment in detail, some of the important steps of the prevention and control. This is an important information for a veterinarian and veterinary students. So please share information to the concerned veterinarians. To promote the channel, requested to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.